Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance, and this is a 105 leFH18B2 French Tier 5 Premium SPG, and we're on the south spawn of Cliff. Now, the commander of this particular 105 is Pythas, and we've seen him before in other replays. Now, we call this particular SPG Fifi La Pew Pew, and you can see that she's in the French national colours, the tricolour. Well, it's because it's basically on the French national tree, but it's not a French Arty, it's actually a German Arty. It was built by the Germans on the 13 B1 tanks that they captured. And he's headed off into the bushes to get some cover. I think he's, yep, just going to sit himself behind that bush there. Okay, increase the minimap size. Always handy to have a good minimap so you can see exactly who's doing what. Allows you to hunt for the targets too. Okay, M5 Stuart. American Tier 5. Or is it? No, it's an American Tier 4. Nigel, what are you saying, Tier 5? Tier 5 would be the Chappie. This is a Tier 6 battle, actually. That's a Stug 3B, and he's right on the target. Whoa! Look at that, 99 hit points right into the side of that Stug, and he's tracked it. And the great thing about the Fifi is that it's got a very fast reload. He picked up some track assistance there, or damage assistance, because he tracked that Stug and then it was taken out whilst it was tracked. Okay, no target there, he can't fire at those, but he can fire at this KV2 and this ST39, which is actually a medium 39, Strodny 39. Check tank, firing around in behind the rock. No, there was an explosion, so no, not there. But there is a leopard, and he's on the road going up the cliff. That's made him a nice target, and I think that Pythas is going to put a round into him. Oh, wipeouts! 380 hit points, one shot right to the rear. That poor leopard did not stand a chance. I say poor leopard, but I don't really mean it. Okay, and he's just taken out an M3 Lee as well. Stationary by the rock, made it so easy for Pythas to take him out. There's the M5 Stuart, and he's come around the corner, and he's been taken out. Right, we've got an AMX-40 duck. Let's have a look at this duck. Yes, it's a bathroom duck. And he's come around the corner, and just below him is a KV-1. Oh, that KV-1's been killed. He was taken out by a gorilla. Okay, so the enemy Arty's busy, but Pythas is going for that AMX-40. He wants that duck to quack. Round out. And he kills it! That's his third kill. He takes out the AMX. He's going for the Strodny 39 now. It's a very weak medium tank. Lining up the shot, rounds out. And it's another kill shot! 104 this time. Okay, KV-1. It's badly damaged, so he might be able to get it with one shot. Lines up a shot. Unfortunately, he thought it was going to pull forward. It didn't. It actually pulled back. But he can get it with his next round. Rounds out. And it's a kill shot. And there's an MT-25 there, trying to get round the Rex to get away. He's loaded. But instead he's going to go for that M4, which is rather stationary. Oh, he fires the round in. It would have hit. But there's an Archer, a tank destroyer. British tank destroyer over on the north side of the map. Round out. Now, the Archer's open top, so it makes it very susceptible to any R2 rounds because they're coming in from above. Fires another round in, just on the off chance it hasn't moved. No, it did move. Okay, we've got a KV-2 up near the ridgeline there. And he's looking at that AMX. And he wants to kill it, he wants to derp it. That AMX is proving very, very difficult for the KV-2. He's indicating his target. Use this T key to say, I'm after that KV-2. Fires around in, he's trying to distract the KV-2. The KV-2's had a hit from the AMX, but he ram kills the AMX as he goes slowly. But he takes out the KV-2 because the KV-2 was badly damaged And it was only a 4 hit point hit, but it certainly was enough to finish him off. Now, the MT25, he's been hit. Pythas is loaded. Rounds out. Ooh, he stopped on a sixpence almost. Oh, and they've just taken up that last one. Fires at Jackson. No, it's moved on. And the MT25 is moving on as well. There's only 3 of them left on his team. He's going to have to relocate because he's going to be spotted very soon. They're almost within spotting distance now. And of course there's still that Gorilla on the enemy team. And that's a deadly Arty. Can reach this far. That Gorilla's got a 15cm gun. So it's much better for Pythas to be behind some barrier such as that rock. So he can fire up over the top of it at the enemy. It won't provide much protection for very long because the Gorilla can fire behind him, but he's firing at those bushes thinking one of the enemies there, and there's the MT25. He's just behind. Can he get a shot in? I think so. Round out. Oh yes he does, he takes him out. That's his 7th kill. He's already on a Top Gun. Can he get another one to get the Radley Walters? Well, there's 3 enemy left, so yes, he could get a Radley Walters. It's possible. Now, where's that Jackson going to be? He's got the Stug 3B2 spot for him. It's an Archer, a Jackson, and the Gorilla. Well, we know the Jackson's been damaged. The Archer, well, he might be damaged because it's possible that Pythas did put a round into him. But the Gorilla's going to be full strength, almost for sure. The difference is, though, the Gorilla is going to be very susceptible to an Arty round because, of course, it's open-topped based on the Panzer 38T chassis, the same chassis as on the Hetzer. He fired a round in at the bush there, hoping that the Jackson might be spotting through the bushes, trying to locate the enemy. Might be wiser to hold on to his rounds. He's only got 7 rounds of HE, 12 of heat. The heat he would need to hit the enemy. He needs those HE rounds, really. No. Best to wait until the enemy discloses themselves. When you're in a low ammo situation like this, hold on to every ammo you've got. The other thing is, of course, that the heat rounds on the Fifi are a little more expensive than the standard ordinary HE rounds. So if you want to make a profit, you don't really want to carry too many of the heat rounds. Also, the heat rounds, you have to actually hit the target. But they are almost a one-shot kill if you can hit the target. Okay, missed on that round. I don't think, if he's got 6th sense, then he would know that he'd been spotted. But I don't think the Archer knew he was there. Rounds out. Oh no, he misses again. This is why I say it's best to hold on to your ammo. He's lost the Stug. The Stug's been taken out. But he can hit the Archer, and he does! 105 hit points. I don't think the Archer saw him because I think the bushes are in the way. The question is, did the Jackson see him? Well, if he's got 6th sense, he would know. But I don't think the Jackson did see him. There's the Jackson. And he's heading towards the... Oh, that round came in behind him. So I think either the Gorilla is testing the water to see where he is. Like, oh, that round hit the target! It didn't explode, it hit the Jackson. So the Jackson's badly wounded now. He fires another round in just in case that the Jackson was tracked. He's only got 1 round of HE left. It might be better for this moment for him to switch to heat. Because he knows he's going to have to hit that Jackson. But I suppose he's thinking, if I can splash the Jackson with enough, if it's lost enough hit points, a splash will be enough to wipe him out. And then he can play his ace up his sleeve, which is the view range of the Fifi. The view range of the 105 is much bigger than any other Arty in the game. It's 395 meters view, or 390 meters view range, which means he'll be able to see the Gorilla before the Gorilla can see him. Ooh, now that round just landed nearby from the from the griller. And that might have told the griller that, yes, he was close. The Jackson's approaching. There he is. But he hasn't come up. Now, I think he's spotting for the griller. Yep, I think he is spotting for the griller. But I don't think the Jackson is certain where Pythas is. I don't think the Jackson can make it up that little lip there. He's going to have to come around the corner again. It's too steep for him to climb up there. There he is. He's come up the mound and he's wiped him out. Okay, now he needs to move because he would have been spotted. His sixth sense, he does have sixth sense, so he just needs to keep moving, changing direction, throwing off the griller so the griller can't work out where he's going to be. And you see that round landed directly behind him, so that's the griller. The griller was watching, but because he couldn't get the round in fast enough, couldn't adjust his aim, Pythas is away. He can now move to the enemy cap. And remember, he's got a 390 view range on the Fifi. The view range on the griller is only 260 meters. So he's going to see him for a whole 130 meters. Oh my god, he was that close! And he has hit and damaged Pythas, but he's used his repair kit. He's reloading a heat round. He will reload far quicker than the griller will, and it's a point blank range heat round right into the front of the griller, and he wins the game. And that's his 10th kill, so he's got a Pools medal. My god, that was tense at the end. How did that griller remain unspotted so close? That was fantastic. He's got good camo rating on that griller. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. Well, it was an ace tanker for Pythas in the 105 leFH18B2, and he also picked up a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits, crew incapacitations or module damage. He got 15 on that battle. He picked up a Pools medal because he managed to kill at least 10 of the enemy, and we can see them there. 10. That's 2/3 of the enemy team he wiped out single-handedly. He picked up a Top Gun because he managed to get at least 6 kills, and he managed to pick up a high caliber for doing the most damage in the battle, at least 20% of the enemy hit points. He did 1,753 hit points of damage. He got 10 kills. He did 1,130 base XP. That's a huge amount. It's more than double the highest scorer on the enemy team. It's almost double the next highest scorer on his own team, for that matter. So that's pretty amazing. He fired 32 rounds. He got 12 direct hits, 12 penetrations, 5 splash. Did damage of 1,753 hit points, of which 1,009 were at more than 300 meters. Obviously, we have to say that the ones that were the closest were the Jackson and the griller, and they were very close when he killed them, as well as the archer, for that matter. He received 2 hits by way of splash damage, and both of those were from the griller. He spotted 1 enemy vehicle. That was the griller. He also damaged 12 of the enemy and killed 10 of them. He also did damage assistance of 47 hit points. On a premium account, he earned 44,886 credits. After repair and ammunition resupply, he took away 32,040 credits. He received 1,695 XP, but he got an additional 678 because Fifi is a premium vehicle. So he took away 2,373 experience points in total. So well done, Pythas, and thank you very much indeed for submitting this replay to What Replays, because it was pretty amazing to watch. And unbelievable that that griller could hide so close and not be spotted. He must have come down whilst the Jackson was stalking the cap to try and get close, but his camo rating was unbelievable that you almost had to walk all over him before you actually spotted that he was there. Pretty good going. If you enjoyed this replay, please do give it a like and do subscribe to our channel, which is run for the benefit of the members. And hopefully it'll be your replay I'll be featuring in our next video.